Myself Rahul Kumar Misra from Diplomatic Guru YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss with you dynastic politics in India. As we know, if we get at the time of the freedom, then we can see the dynastic politics has been started from the Congress party. The first time Jawaharlal Nehru became the first PM of the India. After that Indira Gandhi, then Rajiv Gandhi, then Sonia Gandhi became the chairperson of the UPA government. And she was more powerful than Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. So, and at this time Rahul Gandhi is also struggling to topple the Modi government. In this way, we can see the dynastic politics has no any criteria by which our forefathers, our ancestors, our father or our grandfather were like a leader we can't become. And these things we need to understand, and we don't vote for them who are seeking the vote for the name of their father, for the name of their forefathers or their grandfathers. So that's why it is very important. If we look into the dynastic politics in India, then we have to see the Tamil Nadu. In the Tamil Nadu, M. Karunanidhi was the genuine leader and he worked very well for the welfare of the Tamil Nadu. But his son Stalin and his grandson Dayanidhi Maran, Dayanidhi Maran only to give the statement, and that statement our TV news reporter and the electronic media, print media, they give the space for their statement, and he thinks that he can become a big leader like M. Karunanidhi. But if we see the graph of the popularity and to rule over the heart of the people, heart of the public, M. Karunanidhi was much bigger than Stalin and his son Dayanidhi Maran. And in the Maharashtra, Sharad Pawar, who started National Congress Party to oppose the Sonia Gandhi as a Congress chief. But at this time, Sharad Pawar is sitting himself in the lap of the Congress Party. And where is the ideology? On that ideology, you have to make a party. And Sharad Pawar, in the Sharad Pawar family, the successor war is on. Successor of war is on between his nephew Ajit Pawar and his daughter Supriya Sule. And just now recently we see BSP Supremo, Bahujan Samajwadi Supremo Mayawati declared her successor as Akash Anand. Akash Anand is a 28 years old, her nephew. And Mayawati has a brother, that's name is the Anand Kumar. Anand Kumar has a son, that's name is the Akash Anand. And Akash Anand became the successor of the Miss Mayawati. And we can see how can it be possible. This is not the Anand Kumar of the Super 30. Anand Kumar belonged to for the Super 30 in Bihar, but he belongs to in Uttar Pradesh. So this is the difference between the Anand Kumar and Anand Kumar. So how can it be possible? A number of our party workers wanted to go ahead in the party rank, but Mayawati and other dynastic leaders have closed the door for their activists, for their party workers, and they gave the reign of the party only to his family members and keens. How can it be possible? And in the Maharashtra, Baba Saheb Thackeray was a genuine leader. And he worked very well for the development of the Maharashtra and Bombay too, in Mumbai too. But there is a successor war is on, and his nephew Raj Thackeray and his son Uddhav Thackeray, they bifurcated to each other. And Raj Thackeray started a new party, but he failed badly. And Uddhav Thackeray sometimes struggled with the name of the Baba Saheb Thackeray name. And at this time, he is also struggling. And in Uttar Pradesh, and in Bihar, what Mulayam Singh Yadav and Lalu Prasad Yadav have done for the OBC section, other backward castes. So, what expectations we have from the Akhilesh Yadav and Tejasvi Yadav? They can do a better work more than his fathers. How can it be possible? And they are only doing the vote bank politics. And this is political party. It is not a private factory. In that factory, only successor is going on the keens and their sons or the daughter. So this is the political parties. Politics means this is not the personal, this is the public. And America's former president Abraham Lincoln said once a time, that is the democracy is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. So we need to understand that democracy is not for the private factory. This is the welfare of the public. We need to understand it. And voters also to observe from his thinking power, how can we choose a true leader who can do the development of the country and growth of his life. This is the very important for us at this time.